Bollywood actress who has worked in several super-hit Bollywood films. Neha was born in Kochi, Kerala, to a Punjabi Sikh family. Her father, Commander Pradeep Singh Dhupia, served in the Indian Navy, and her mother, Manpinder, is a homemaker. She went to Naval Public School, then transferred to Army Public School, Dhola Kuan, New Delhi. She graduated from Jesus and Mary College in New Delhi, majoring in history. In 2002, she entered the Femina Miss India pageant, finishing in first place, winning the Femina Miss India Universe title, and was subsequently sent to the Femina Miss Universe 2002 pageant in Puerto Rico. She did a phenomenal job and managed to finish in the top 10. Neha has done quite a number of films like Kya Cool Hai Hum, Shootout at Lokhandwala, Sing is King, to name just a few. She has run the Mumbai Marathon to support the Concern India Foundation and has also helped to raise money for victims of the 2011 Sikkim earthquake.
We'll request a response from you. Before that, the award, please. And I'll request Lieutenant Ajay Jalani, our Assistant Governor, to come up. He's the person who's used his good offices, and we have Neha here with us today. I would like to read the award, which says, RI District 3140 presents the Woman of Substance Award to Ms. Neha Dhupia in recognition for her work in the area of art and community service at this conference, my friends. And I request RIPR, and please, Ajay, please join us here.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And Neha, this is to commemorate the fact that you're here with us. This child, that is Sonali Thapa, will be educated for 1 year in honor of your visit to the DISCON.
It's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you so much for coming. Please respond.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Anyway.
A very good afternoon to everyone present here. Firstly, thank you very much, Mr. Ajay Jalani, Mr. Ajay Gupta. Thank you, everyone from the Rotary, to even think that, for the little work that I've done, that I'm capable of such a big honor. I also feel extremely humble, and I don't want Dia to feel like, in no way is she older or more senior. But yes, the minute you say, I look up to her, everybody takes this the wrong way. But she's a contemporary, and I've always looked up to her, whether it's, her choice in cinema, or whether it's the way she handles herself, or the fabulous work she does. And I felt for a moment that the applause she got was a little miser on your end. So let's start by giving her a warm round of applause. Wow, fabulous. I thought the lunch had kicked in, but now I'm quite sure it hasn't. So it's great that everybody's wide awake. But really, guys, all of you, this isn't my first interaction with the Rotary, and all of you have done such wonderful work. And, whether it comes to the eradication of polio, whether it comes to education, you just take this up. Apart from all the work that you do in your personal and professional lives, it's just great that you take time out and try and make a change in society or in the country. So this entire afternoon, these 2 days, this award, everything is because of all of you, and it's just great. I look up to all of you. The little work that I do, I get inspired by many of you present here. So thank you very much once again for making me a part of this. And more importantly, thank you all for doing the work that you do for society. Keep it up. Thanks.
And now we have somebody else whom we can ask questions. Neha, would you like to answer here, or would you like to go there? Okay.
I don't know what my question is, though.
Okay, I'll ask you the question. I won't use the pigeonhole.
Before he asks questions, I must say that he said very nice words to Dia, but he was trying to click selfies with me back there. He wasn't paying any attention, this man. He still isn't. It's fantastic.
I got disturbed
No, the joke wasn't me. Yes, what's the question?
The question is that you have been in the industry for some time. And
you can say over a decade. It doesn't make me old.
Okay.
It just makes me more experienced.
I like that. And I always tell everybody that I am very experienced. I won't tell you my age. But I must say, that's really gracious of her to say that. And I'm sure she started very young in the field of cinema.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Well,
your AV before it started gave away my date of birth. I don't know how many people were paying attention, so this is not a forum where I'm going to hide my age.
okay, in the last decade, you have seen a lot of changes taking place in cinema. Could you share something with us, what they are?
Yes, absolutely. Firstly, you know, I have to agree with everything that Dia said. I think it was extremely insightful. We both represent the same industry. We both, I think, feel the same way about the problems, about the future, about the current state of the industry. Some of it being absolutely brilliant, some of it being a little more, you know, a few issues that we need to look into or micromanage a lot more for the future of Indian cinema. I don't think the rattling of the bartans at the back is helping. I'm so distracted. It's just going turn, turn, turn. No, it's all right. But yeah, I mean, speaking of spending a decade in Indian cinema, I've been actually, as an actor, I've been pretty fortunate because I've had the choice of working in extremely commercial cinema. A lot of you out here who wouldn't understand the meaning of commercial because you'll be like, agar paison se picture banti hai, to everything will be commercial. But what I mean is, you know, like mainstream, you know, song and dance cinema, and then there's a lot of independent stuff which the audience is opened up to in a big way. But I, as an actor, have had the opportunity of working with on both sides, big and small projects. And I have to say my experience has been extremely, like, absolutely fantastic. More than that, what's been interesting is that both Dia and I have been a part of the industry, which she might agree with. We've been a part of a phase where a lot has changed, and more importantly, everything has changed because the audience has changed. You know, the audience has opened up to a lot more. The audience has opened up to a lot more interesting stories that they want to listen to. They don't want to just watch their formula films. Of course, that works as well, and I think that works more than anything else because at the end of the day, it's the numbers that matter. But what's nice is that people aren't shying away from coming and making films that are entertaining, and they also send out a message like, you know, a Khosla Ka Ghosla, which I don't know how many of you have seen, or even an Udan. I love the way the hands come up. It's fantastic. Or even an Udan, which you're talking about, you know, parenthood and how a child should be brought up, or so many other films like that, which you're not really spending, you know, mega bucks on, but you're still making that difference, or a Peoply Live. It's going and touching topics about farmers and the problems they have. And I love the way Amir kind of, you know, spearheaded the entire project. Or, you know, more movies like that where we discuss, which is like more drawing room conversation, but then somebody else packs in a lot of entertainment with it and then brings it across and puts it on cinema, and then everyone's talking about it. I don't know how many of you know this, but I'm sure all of you have been extremely busy with the conference. But this morning, last evening, a film from India called Amrika actually won at Sundance Film Festival, which is a really big win for the Indian film industry. So, you know, yeah, I'm sure that the applause was relayed all over, right? In many countries I hear, so that's fantastic. This is great stuff. But, you know, like I said, with keeping all that in mind, you know, even filmmakers, producers, directors, actors, we all get a lot more strength, and we derive strength from the fact that the audience actually comes and, you know, comes to the theater, spends that much money for things that are apart from, you know, looking at women dancing around in chiffon saris. So if you're talking about what's changed, I think all that has changed in a really, really big way. More importantly, technology has come in. And, you know, we've gone from shooting on film to shooting on digital, which makes life much easier. We're not spending really big bucks. A lot of films can be made in a lot lesser. We are getting extremely aggressive on marketing, which used to not happen very much, and people would kind of just make sure that earlier films were released and they would go and watch their favorite stars. So, you know, I know I can go on and on about the change in cinema and how much has changed and what has changed from before and then the years to come. But I did get a signal that we're running short of time, and I think I'm going to end this very abruptly right now. And I've got 3 people clapping because they're happy to see me get off stage. But having said that, we'll have a lot more to talk about the change in cinema. I've experienced a fair bit. But like I always say, it's the audience that makes all the difference. So thank you guys for going and watching all the stuff we make. And yes, you see that sign that comes before you watch a DVD, an original one?
The one that you buy, not hire.
The one that you buy, not hire.
Because hiring is also piracy.
Hiring, downloads, it's not cool. You don't need to learn this from your children. I've seen a lot of parents go out there and learn from their kids saying, oh, okay, ye mere ko bhi sikha do, kal mummy aur main apne liye download kar lenge movie. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just go buy a DVD. You know, we put in a lot of work out there to go and make our movies. So just, all we want is a little bit of respect. So just say no to piracy. Thanks, guys.
There's another question for you. The pigeonhole is on. And there's a question which is there, and I request Sunil Mehta and his gracious daughter who's been handling this, kindly ask that question.
There's a question for you. Do you think we will ever get the international shows like Phantom of the Opera, Cats or Mamma Mia in India?
You know, it's interesting you asked that question because Broadway and shows internationally are really big. It has changed. I mean, there's a lot that can change. Once again, it's the number of people, it's the production quality, it's the money spent. Do we actually get that back in return from the audience? Do we have that kind of bandwidth to actually show it? I think the few towns that Broadway can be brought into and can change a lot when it comes to India is definitely Mumbai. Because I see theatre and everybody really enjoys watching theatre in Mumbai, which is fantastic. But if you're talking about that production quality, those performances, we have a long way to go. And this is something that we all need to look into, whether it comes to space or talent or viability. But it will happen. We'll just take a little bit of extra time, I feel.
What a wonderful answer. Well, friends,